Hi friends. So today we're going to do just a little shoulder prep for push-ups and side planks and all things, but just the connection of the hands to your mat and how that translates up into your shoulders. So we're going to kind of hands and knees, and you're going to walk your hands just a little forward of your shoulder. And then just kind of setting up the lower half, finding the tops of the feet, pressing them into your mat, and then thinking about kind of pulling your mat apart with your thighs. And then just for shies and guys, we're going to rotate the palms so we're on that pinky side of the hand. And this is awkward, I know, it doesn't feel super great. But what I want you to kind of experiment with is using that connection of the pinky into the mat to help you find that tricep into that posterior shoulder. And then from there, you can reach that first finger and thumb down onto the mat without collapsing into the wrist. So we're keeping that pinky side of the hand, we're finding that shoulder and then reaching through the fingertips so it stays really active. And then from here, we're just going to bend the elbows. So the elbows are going to come down towards the mat, and then they're going to straighten. And what I want you to look for is that as the elbows bend and we come down towards the mat, the tendency is to kind of let everything go. And then we're just going to drop everything towards the mat. And instead of doing that, we're going to come back to our foundations, the same cues I use all the time. The back of the skull, the back of the ribs, and the back of the sacrum are all lifting up towards the ceiling. And you're pressing away through that pinky side of the hand. Your elbows just happen to bend, and they just happen to straighten. But I'm still lifting up. So we're finding that work of opposition in the body. And my scapula are nice and quiet on my back, meaning I'm not letting my scapula slide together. I'm going to keep finding that width. And I like to also pull the mat apart with the pinky side of the hand and with the thigh bones. So we're getting all of that width happening. And then we head down and back up. Let's do 6 more just for fun. 6. And 5. Keep pulling the mat apart with your hands. 4. And 3. And keep breathing. 2. Last time. 1. And then walk the hands under your shoulders. And you could leave it at that. That could be your prep. As the hands come more under the shoulder, it's a little harder to find that pinky side of the hand. We tend to get a little creepy in the shoulders. You know, we tend to. It's not all the time. So again, thinking pinky side of the hand, I'm going to move through those fingers, pull the mat apart with my thigh bones, pull the mat apart with that pinky side of my hand. And again, we're going to bend the elbows and straighten. And I'm still lifting through the back of the skull, the back of the ribs, the back of the sacrum. But this is just loading it a little differently. Keep pulling it apart. I'm lifting away from the floor even as my head comes closer to the floor. Let's do 3 more. 3. And 2. Last time. 1. And rest. So that's just the prep. And then you can always take it into a full plank as you start to be able to find that connection, the back of the shoulder, so you're not just loading up your pec. It's not all right here, right? We're finding that back line and supporting from that under armpit out through the pinky. So you play with it.